This morning at 10:03 a.m., a significant event unfolded. The United States Supreme Court issued a two-word order: application denied. This ruling marked the end of a crucial procedural maneuver in a landmark case. It did not create new law. Instead, it reinforced a fundamental principle of justice. When all appeals are exhausted, the process must advance. The timing of this denial is critical. It occurred exactly 72 hours after Melania Trump's legal team filed a proffer agreement. This sequence, proffer, emergency appeal, denial, is no coincidence. It reflects a legal defense facing an unyielding challenge, a cooperating witness with firsthand evidence. A proffer agreement serves as a formal preview of testimony and evidence a witness offers in exchange for potential immunity. Its filing reveals two key truths. The witness has relevant information and has opted for cooperation over compelled testimony. This specific proffer outlines three categories of evidence. First, documentary evidence, detailing knowledge of asset valuations supported by signatures on tax filings and participation in financial meetings. Second, communicative evidence, including texts, emails, and recorded calls about valuation discrepancies presented to various institutions. Third, corroborative testimony, confirming events and statements already provided to the grand jury by other witnesses, such as accountants and appraisers. Central to this case is the voluntary waiver of spousal privilege, which protects marital communications from disclosure. The Supreme Court established in Trammell v. United States that this privilege is personal to the witness and can be waived. The proffer's explicit waiver indicates a strategic choice by the witness to testify, showcasing prosecutorial leverage based on the witness's own decision. The defense's emergency appeal, filed shortly after the proffer, aimed to block this testimony, arguing for marital privacy and asking the court to disregard its own precedent. The court's unanimous denial sends a strong message. A denial without dissent indicates the justices found the legal argument lacking merit. This was a dismissal of a delay tactic, not a constitutional debate. The procedural path ahead is now clear and unobstructed. The grand jury testimony is set to proceed without any legal barriers. The prosecution is now in a strong position, facing a key strategic choice. They can either reinforce the existing indictment with insider testimony on charges of bank fraud and falsification of business records, or they can pursue a superseding indictment to introduce new charges like conspiracy based on fresh evidence. The trial date is fixed, and all avenues for delay have been exhausted. This case sets important precedents in federal law. It shows that spousal cooperation can occur even at the highest levels, signaling to future prosecutors that marital privilege may not protect against shared legal exposure in complex financial crimes. It also highlights the judiciary's intolerance for procedural delays, as demonstrated by the Supreme Court's swift rejection of a last-minute appeal. This case reaffirms that the justice system operates consistently, regardless of power. The witness will testify, evidence will be recorded, and the grand jury will evaluate it. The legal process has overcome its challenges and is now focused on the substantive issues at hand. The Supreme Court's brief order illustrates that no one is above the law, and the machinery of justice will advance with impartiality.
General knowledge quiz. Question 1. What is the only continent that has no desert? Follow me. Answer: Europe. Question 2. What is the hottest place on Earth? Answer: Death Valley. Question 3. Which animal has the largest eye in the animal kingdom? Answer: Giant squid. Question 4. What is the world's largest ocean? Answer: Pacific Ocean. Question 5. Which metal is lighter than water and can float? Answer: Lithium. Question 6. What plant is known as the giant panda's diet? Give me answer in comment section. Like and follow.